Hi, my name is Diane Chow. I want to be able to share with you why I believe in our 30 by 30 campaign. What does 30 by 30 mean? 30 by 30 is our goal to be able to help 30 million families in the US as well as Canada to become financially educated by 2030. And why is it that there's a great need for our financial literacy campaign? I want to be able to share with you or remind you the journey of life or the cycle of life, right? I believe these are the things that we worry about or should prepare and plan for in every stage of our life. What we see, the reason why people fail is basically people don't plan to fail, but they just fail to plan. So in our financial literacy campaign, our goal is to help families plan for the best, at the same time prepare for the worst, right? When we talk about having baby wise, definitely that is one of the joyous stages of our life, but we start worrying. We worry about being able to provide for our children, not only the essentials like diapers and milk, but at the same time we prepare or we worry about being able to find the right babysitter or daycare for our children. Then we have to worry about, let's say, their education starting in preschool. We have to have the financial means for us to be able to put them through preschool, because preschool is not, it's not free, right? And at the same time, when they start going to school from kindergarten to elementary school or junior high school or high school, we have to be able to see if we can afford to put them through private school or public school, right? During the time that we're preparing for their schooling, we also have to worry about the activities in their life, like music lessons, tutoring, karate, whether it's taekwondo, dance lessons. We want to put them to foreign language lessons, and if they have sports activity, definitely costs a lot of money. But not only we should think about their activities in their life, but have we started preparing for their college education, right? After they graduate from junior high school, they start their high school years, right? During high school, definitely that's when people start thinking about college education for their children. But at the same time, I want to be able to remind you that the best time to be able to prepare for your children's college education, especially the funding side, is when they're a baby, right? Because time is on your side if you start early. Right, during the time that they're in high school, right, one of the biggest event is prom, but prom definitely costs money too. And after they graduate from high school, then they enter into college, right? Especially the first week of college, basically, they try to get our children into debt, right? Credit card debts. They entice them with free sports bottle, free t-shirts for them to sign up for a credit card, but they never, educate them or prepare them the responsibility that it takes for them to be able to have a credit card and not get into debt, right? And then let's say if we don't prepare for our children's college education funding side, basically our children might have to go to college with a lot of student loan debt, not only during the undergraduate stages of their college, but at the same time, the graduate side, right? Whether they go to medical school or law school definitely costs a lot of money. So a lot of students that go to medical school or law school easily have a student loan of over 300 to 500,000. Imagine graduating with college with a huge student loan debt on your side already. Basically, that's a huge burden for a lot of students today, right? But at the same time, let's say after they graduate from college, they want to be able to buy a car, and definitely they get into more debt. Right after they find the right person, they want to get married, they want to be able to have a nice wedding. A nice wedding definitely will cost them a lot of money, right? We want to be able to help them understand that during that time in their life, they should think about estate planning, right? And let's say they want to be able to buy a house, costs a lot of money, especially in California with the huge, basically a down payment and a mortgage of having over $1 million in mortgage debt, right? And then say they have babies later on after they get married. So basically the cycle of worrying or the cycle of preparation starts all over again. Not only they have to prepare or think about planning for their children, but during this time when they're working from 25 to 65, 40 years of their life, have they prepared for their retirement? So as a company, it's not about helping families prepare for college education, retirement planning. It's to help families prepare for financial planning. Preparing for financial planning is to prepare for all the what ifs in life. What if I live too long? What if I die too soon? What if I become sick or disabled? Right? During the time that you're retired, what we want to be able to remind you also, retirement has nothing to do with age, but everything to do with money, right? From 65 or if you retire older, do you have enough money for you not to outlive your money? So not only you have to prepare for retirement, but you have to think about medical costs, right? With Medicare, long-term care, right? When you're older, when you get sick or disabled wise, do you have enough money to be able to hire somebody to take care of you so you don't burden your children to have to worry about you, right? After you get sick and, basically when you die, do you have enough money to even plan for the funeral planning side, right? Are you going to leave a legacy of debt or legacy of wealth for the next generation? What if through financial planning wise, you'll be able to leave not a legacy of wealth to the next generation, but leaving a legacy of wealth is really important for us to be able to help them understand. In order for us to be able to help our family keep our financial wealth is through financial education. You're talking about, let's say, the baby boomers, right? They say that from the next, let's say, 20 to 30 years from now, they're talking about $68 trillion that's going to be passed on from the baby boomer generation to the millennials, right? Imagine millennials having this huge transfer of wealth, but not being able to manage that wealth without financial education. So that's why it's so important for us to be able to understand through this financial literacy campaign, we can help families plan, right? Plan for a better financial future, right? It is important for us to be able to help families understand the importance of health and wealth at the same time, right? You don't want to be wealthy without having good health, but at the same time, you don't want to have good wealth with health without having good wealth also, right? Because if you are not prepared financially wise, you're going to basically, it's going to affect your health. So that's why it's so important for us to be able to help families understand the financial literacy campaign, especially the next 10 years, can impact the future generations from 20 to 30 plus on years. What if you are the person that can change the rest of your financial, your family's legacy through financial education today? What you can do today can impact generations to come. So that's why we want you to join our financial literacy campaign to get yourself financially educated, but join us to be able to help not only yourself and your family, but help millions of families with financial education as well. Thank you very much for watching my video. Please share, please be a part of this campaign, and let's make a difference for families, not only today, but from future generations to come, because we believe that through this campaign, not only we can impact ourselves, but impact the world, because the more that we have, the more that we can give, right? A lot of families today need our help, but without being able to take care of our own financial house, we can't help too many people out there. So with this financial campaign, we can really change the world. Thank you.